Okay, good afternoon, GRAR. I'm Mike Childress, your
Hi, and I'm Jody Smith.
and our president-elect for 2021. And we just had our board meeting today, and we wanted to kind of give everybody a little update of what's going on. So right now we're in a stay-at-home order. It's a kind of an unprecedented worldwide pandemic, and how do we finagle that one? So at the end of the day, there's been a lot of discussion on different things like that. We've had a couple of issues, and I think that we wanted to address to our membership. One of them is Facebook. So Facebook with GRAR has been a fantastic opportunity for different agents and brokers and affiliates to collaborate and just talk to each other and help each other out and be a voice of help and reason and things like that. But I think some of them, sometimes we get into say arguments or getting out of away from doing what we should do to try to help each other out. Thoughts you have on that, Jody?
Yes, I think there's been so much good content that GRAR has provided. You know, they're a messenger. They're a messenger from the governor's office, from Michigan Realtors on the new rules that we have under the executive order and under the stay-at-home. We're all trying to work within those guidelines. They keep changing. And so this is a site that's so important for us to be able to all feel like we want to be part of that Facebook and reading it. And if we're getting too much negative opinions, it's just not helping.
It gets to be difficult for sure. And I think sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves and start posting different things that may or may not be true, or feelings that we want to do, or becomes a political platform. And at the end of the day, that's we're here to help people function in business, but with rational, thought out feelings and thought. And so I just wanted to help say, I don't want to necessarily say the word caution, but I'd like everyone to just pay attention to what your fellow people are doing. Because at the end of the day is, whether people start bashing other people or disparaging someone else, you're going to have to deal with these people later on as well. And, I know we're all frustrated. I know that we're all stressed. We're all, there's a lot of big deals that are going on right now. So I'd love it if we could just take a moment and realize that, because we're all, human, we're all people.
Can I just add something to that, Mike, also is, if you're seeing something that you feel is not being appropriately understood as about showings, there's no showings. If you feel like you're seeing something, reach out to that agent individually, reach out to the agent's broker. You don't need to be calling GRAR. You don't need to be calling Laura or the governor. This is just something that we can all work together. Both Mike and I are brokers. We both have been getting phone calls from our own agents asking questions, even though that there's been multiple messages and emails and Facebook. There is a lot of information, and we're all just trying to shift through it and understand it. And what does that exactly mean? We have a lot of third-party people that help us, home inspectors, appraisers, sign guys, and they all have different rules as well. So, let's help each other through that in a respectful way. And, we're doing the best we can.
Right. It's all new. We don't have a crystal ball and a magic wand to just say, hey, this is how things are going. And so that's the next thing is we've been talking about is as things develop, as we become more able to go out and do our regular real estate functions and things like that, as the executive orders are lifted, what does that look like? And so we're kind of working with MAR and trying to develop best practices, or what we call as rules of engagement. So he says, what are we going to do? How's that going to look? And what's going to be a safe, appropriate way that we can help guide our membership in order to do that in the future? So that hasn't been mapped out, but we're having some real decent, good conversations on that, and what's good, safe ways to do things. What does our medical community say? What does our governor say? What does the public at large? How can we keep everybody safe? Because at the end of the day, we don't want anyone harmed. We want to be able to function appropriately. We don't want to lose our jobs. We want to do all these different things, but how can we do it in a safe manner? So big deal. We'll be talking over the next couple of weeks on, and we're trying to give you good, honest to goodness rules of engagement. I think that's is a good phrase to say. Whether always, Jody was talking earlier, whether people like it or dislike it, or like our Facebook page or dislike it, or whatever the situation is I think we just all need to really kind of work together. And one thing I was thinking about is we have a fantastic opportunity right now. Something that we've never ever had before. We have some time to almost reinvent ourselves if we need to, because things are going to change for the rest of our lives, possibly. Different ways of doing things. Things are going to change, but this is a fantastic opportunity for you to connect with your customers, connect with your family members, educate yourself on something, read something. This is just, if you get off the couch, you might not be able to run around and go out down the town, but at the end of the day, here's a fantastic opportunity to just look outside of what you've been doing and saying, how can I make myself better? How can I make my fellow man better? Because I was challenging everyone. I remember in December, it says, how can we make you? Can you be better person in the next 12 months? And I said, this is the best opportunity for you to do it. You have the time now to be able to take a look at things and says, how can I make myself better? How can I make the membership better? And how can I help make my fellow man better?
I love that, Mike. A couple of the members in our office are taking free NAR classes. RPR has some great webinars going on right now. I mean, I've always wanted to learn more about RPR. RPR has some great resources for us to be using. And those are tools and gadgets that help us with our industry that we all have been so busy that we haven't had time to look into that. And again, those are available to you right now.
Great opportunity.
And you have time.
Let's look at this as that great opportunity, that adventure that this is probably the one time in our lives that this is going to be going on right now the way it is. Something may happen differently some other time, but this is all brand new, and this is good opportunities for people to actually look at it. So if you're looking at this as instead of a bad situation, let's look at it as an opportunity to better ourselves and to be there for some people that may need some real help. So,
yes, absolutely.
Anything else we want to add today, Jody?
I don't think so. Just try to keep smiling. And let's reach out to one another. So, nobody else understands our industry better than a fellow realtor. So
That's a fact, Jack. Well, thank you very much. So again, thanks for letting us clog up your video feed for just another minute, and hopefully you got something out of it. But we're out there swinging and trying to make it happen for you. So thanks very much. Thanks for putting your faith in us, and we're going to work real hard. Have a good day.
Thank you.